So, DEADROP is an upcoming game from Midnight Society, Dr. Disrespect's company, and I want to talk about, everything that we know so far about this title and the things that we've seen so far, guys. I'm super excited about this title. I really am. Anything that Dr. Disrespect is kind of working on behind the scenes, and especially when we saw the logo to when we started seeing gameplay, I'm really excited about it. I think it looks great, but information has somewhat been scarce though in terms of this title, and so I wanted to talk about everything that we know up to this point. When can we expect to get the full release and things of that nature? And is this going to be a COD killer? There's a lot of talk that this could very well be a game that's going to compete against the likes of Call of Duty, maybe even games like Battlefield. But I think Call of Duty is the one that everyone's trying to aim for at this point in time. So let's talk about it. So guys, in an article that's coming to us from Gen X, and that being Daniel Borges and Wessel Mini of Gen X, Dr. Disrespect is one of the most well-known gaming streamers on the internet. He is infamous for his character and his gameplay. Now he's attempting to jump into the gaming sphere by creating a video game by creating a studio named Midnight Society. The game that Midnight Society is developing is known as DEADROP. It is what they claim to be the first ever vertical extraction shooter. So when does the game release, and what can we expect from this game developed in partnership with Dr. Disrespect? So that being said, in terms of the release date speculation, so at the time of the writing, there is no official confirmed release date for DEADROP, but you'll find all information that the developer shared, as well as some speculation from Gen X on when we could see it launch. So technically speaking, players can try out the game now. The game is available to those who have claimed the Founders Pass for the game to test out. There are only 10,000 Founder Pass holders for DEADROP. The only way that other players can play DEADROP at the moment is if a current founder decides to sell their Founders Pass on an open market like OpenSea. This is because the Founders Pass gives players access to unique call signs and visor cortex to sell or trade in an NFT market, which I find very, very fascinating for sure. But that being said, only 10,000 people at this point can actually play the game. So what about everybody else? Well, in terms of, as for now, the game is in the very early building stages right now. Some test maps are not even fully textured out for players, so there is no final release date for the game available at the moment. Because of how early in development the game is in, there are no major leaks to look at right now. As the development of the game continues, we will see more official releases from Midnight Society and hopefully more unofficial leaks as well. So one thing to look out for is who else will join Midnight Society as developer. The game is developed by major developers like Quinn Del Hoyo, who helped develop Halo Infinite. Robert Bowling also joins the studio, who is a creative lead of Call of Duty. It is definitely worth keeping an eye on who else will join Midnight Society to help develop the game, because it will give us a good idea of the direction of the game. We obviously have gotten gameplay guys from Dr. Disrespect, and a lot of that gameplay that we've seen from some of these big YouTubers and stuff. The game, I mean, definitely looks very much so pretty bare bones at this point in time, because they're still working on the game actively. And that being said, I'm really excited to see the full version of this as it slowly comes to fruition. I'm going to be giving you guys all of the updates and things of that nature as DEADROP gets closer and closer to development. I think this could be something really special, guys, because when you have guys coming in from Halo that have worked on Halo, guys who have worked on Call of Duty, you have Dr. Disrespect who worked on Call of Duty maps, and he can kind of give you an idea of a direction for certain maps and things of that nature to be played for casual gamers, for competitive gamers. Could this eventually become the next esport? Could it be a Call of Duty competitor? I think it absolutely could be. I think we're still years away from it, fully launching to the public, but I think that they're playing their cards right when they're already playing the game and only 10,000 people can play it, so it feels very exclusive. Dr. Disrespect is showing it off, even though it's very, very new in terms of, and very bare bones. People already know about DEADROP now. So as more information comes out and development furthers, they're going to be showing these things on Twitch. They're going to be showing it on YouTube. And that's going to be really special because it's going to build so much hype and excitement for the game, potentially unlike any other game ever brought out before it. And so very excited to see what this all looks like as it gets closer. A vertical extraction shooter, that's really fascinating to me as well. I can't wait to see where they go with this, guys. What do you all think about it though? Let me know in the comment section down below about DEADROP. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know, and let's have a real conversation about it. And for more DEADROP content and videos, stay here with zrotv.